Got a couple people. Hello, our beloved followers. Welcome to our live stream today. My name is Victoria. I am the intern director here at the Wildlife Rescue and an animal care assistant. So it is my job to take care of all of the critters out here, as well as kind of guide our interns through their little internship going on. So let's see here. Just to get more people started, I want to talk about a little bit of analytics because it's kind of fun and cool. We have about 960 patients here on site. They're all out here. They're all mouths that need to be fed daily by us. We are up 11% this year from last year. So we are dealing with a lot more patients. And then we also have, I said 960 patients in care. Not in care total, that's just been total this year, but just 182 right now. That'd be a lot for 1 year. So again, my name is Victoria. I'm the intern director here. At first, I want to talk about our COVID protocols because we are trying to stay safe during this time. Right now, we're outside and we're staying 6 feet away from each other, so we're not wearing our masks. But we are making sure we are staying safe. We are an essential business, and we really take it seriously because if one person gets sick and we all get sick, the animals will suffer. So we take all of our protocols very strictly. It's stuff kind of like wearing masks, staying 6 feet away, hand washing, sanitizing commonly touched surfaces, and a bunch of other things that we try to do to keep each other safe. The volunteers and the interns and staff are our top priority for safety. Okay, so we're gonna dive into some internship stuff. No animal care experience is necessary, but if you are pursuing a career in the animal care field, we would definitely love to see you and have you come here. Just a couple of things first. This internship in this wildlife facility is not a petting zoo. It's not something that you're going to be able to come here and cuddle with animals. We do not do that. We also have to deal with zoonotic diseases, so that's diseases that can be spread from animal to people. So it's something that is a possibility that could happen, but as long as you stay safe and we follow the protocols, you would be fine. And then also it is dangerous. Anything that has a mouth can bite, and then they all have claws. So you need to make sure you wear your protective equipment just to make sure that you stay safe. For now, that is going to be it for me, and we're going to follow Seraphina around, our lovely intern. All right. Oop, keep that off. There you go. Got your paper.
Hi everybody. See if I can.
All right, Seraphina. Who are you?
Hi, I'm Seraphina. I'm a local of Sonoma County, and I'm going to the Santa Rosa Junior College, and I'm studying animal science. And I popped in here for the summer.
Why did this type of work interest you?
Well, I'm a lifelong animal lover, as well as I have had lots of experience with animals, but I wanted a little more wildlife experience.
What kind of career path are you working towards?
So I am, as I said, an animal science major, and I am looking to go into agriculture, but of a more sustainable type that's going to work with wildlife around. So I wanted to know what that would entail and what the care of the wildlife would be, so I can make sure that they are taken care of as well.
All right, what is the job like? What kind of responsibilities do you have?
So as an intern, we do a lot of feeding the animals or prepping the diets for all the creatures that we have, which is a huge range. We also do a lot of cleaning. Got to keep all the enclosures clean so that all the animals can be healthy. Dishes, laundry, but we also get to help the staff do a lot of rechecks, weight checks, and kind of assist with the babies and the hospital staff.
How much cleaning is there?
Lots of cleaning, but that's a given. We have to make sure that everyone's healthy, and that means cleaning out their enclosures daily, making sure they have fresh water. It's all for the benefit of the animals. So.
What has been the most challenging aspect so far?
I think there's a couple of challenging things. One is that it's a long day. You are going from the moment that you get here. So that's a little bit to get used to, but other than that, you get into it. It's all, again, for the animals, which is why I'm here. And then I think personally too, just learning more of like the medical side. That's totally new, but has been really, really interesting.
What has been the most rewarding aspect of the internship?
Again, centered around the animals. We have the animals come in and they're usually in a state that is, they need help. And then we get to watch them grow up if they're babies or kind of start to feel better. And then we get to see them go back to the wild.
What can a new intern expect out of this internship? What kind of advice would you give them?
Be prepared for a long day. But I think if you are really here because of the animals, then you have the motivation to keep going. Ask questions. If you are confused or are just interested, ask questions. Everyone's been really great about answering all of my questions.
All right, so where are we gonna go next?
So I think we're gonna head into the nursery?
Yes.
Okay, this way.
Let's go.
So the nursery is where our animals go when they're moved out of the hospital, but they're not ready to go all the way outside to the big enclosures. And every day we have to go in here and clean out their enclosures. And we're gonna put our masks back on because we're going to be in a little closer quarters. Up in here, make sure I don't get tangled. There we go. So this is our nursery. The other thing that we have to do in the nursery is weigh everybody. We want to keep their weight monitored so that we know if they're gaining or losing and if we need to change anything. So today,
Oop, we're back.
oh,
Let's try to take off the microphone because we were going to be dealing
Yeah.
with animals. Let us know if you can. All right, can everybody hear? We just took off our microphone so we could work better with the animals. Does anybody want to give me a thumbs up? People can hear us, yes?
Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So somebody asked who's on the board over here.
Who's on the board? So we have 7 enclosures in here, and to keep everything straight and organized, we mark who is in each enclosure. So right now we have 4 enclosures that are full. In N2, which is nursery 2, we have 3 Virginia opossums. So each little animal has a code. So we have a lot of possums right now. And then we're going to go into N3. Okay. And we keep our enclosures covered.
Are you missing your PPE? Personal
yes.
protective equipment. There we go.
We are going to put our baby possum gloves on. And while I'm over here, I'm also going to turn on our scale. We have our board here that has everybody, and we can mark what their weight is. And I'm going to put a little towel in here and make sure that it is at 0. Perfect. Okay. So first we got to go in and get all of the critters and make sure, or get their weight, and then we will set up a set up their enclosure again for the day. So while I clean, they're going to sit in this box.
Do you want to tell the people who you are again?
Okay, so I am Seraphina. I'm a student at the junior college and studying animal science. and I am one of the interns here at the Wildlife Rescue. And I'm just kind of showing you what I get to do and the other interns get to do on a day. So, looks like all of our little critters are snuggled up in a basket, which is a very possum behavior. These guys are very wiggly. You stay there. Make sure no one gets out while we are weighing this one. So the possums have ear tags that have numbers on them. And this guy is 8879. We're going to remember that. And he's going to go into the box, our little ice cream bucket. And it looks like he, or she, is 256 grams. So now we're going to go to N3, 8879, and it's going to be 256.
So what are we doing here? What does this chart mean?
So this chart is the weights for all of the animals that are in the nursery. And these are the weights from yesterday. And once we're done, this will all be filled up, and we'll compare these weights from today to yesterday and even the days prior to make sure that the animals are all gaining weight. So now we're going to take this little possum, and they're just going to hang out in this little box.
Why don't we head to the wildlife kitchen so we can show people what kind of food they're going to be getting?
Sure. All right.
So do you do a lot of the diets?
Yes. So we do, there's like 3 areas, or no, more than that. The interns will do the meat diets the night before so that everything can thaw out. And a lot of times we'll do the fruits and veggies then too. Here's our wildlife kitchen.
Great.
And over here we've got all of our diets for the nursery. So each, like I mentioned before, all the enclosures have a number. And so for, they'll all be marked so that whoever makes them, or whoever the person that's in the nursery is, they know who to give the food to. And on our big board, we have a special area for the nursery, and as well as other areas in our out center. And up here, it'll tell you what species is in the enclosure, how many there are, and then what type of diet they're getting. So if they're babies, they get really, really small food, or really soft food. And then once they get bigger food. And if there's any special notes, they'll be up there too.
So what kind of work do you do in the wildlife kitchen? What kind of laundry is there? What kind of dishes? How much work do you have to do while you're in here?
There's always something to do in the wildlife kitchen. So we'll sneak over here so you can see a little better. So up here is where we prep all of the diets, and there's cards there to tell us what we need to make. And then our big sink, which always has dishes. And we go through a special system to make sure that everything is clean and safe to go back into the enclosures.
How much time do you think you spend cleaning and doing laundry a day?
I think all together, it's throughout the whole day. You just kind of check back in and see something that needs to get done. It might end up being a couple hours, combined. Because you always want to try to make sure that everything is still moving so that nobody is out of anything.
All right. Are you getting college credit for this program?
Yes. And it's also just really, really great experience. And yeah.
Okay. Let's grab the N3 diet.
Go back over and give these guys food. They've got a whole variety of bananas, looks like papaya, green beans, and then we give them hard-boiled egg, which a lot of the eggs have been coming from all of you guys, which is awesome. And they get some mice too. Always like to keep the door closed in case anybody likes to scurry out. So, normally I would get everybody out and do the weights, and then we would come back in and clean, and then put the food in.
All right. Actually, I'm going to hand this to you, Seraphina. We will do the cleaning outside of it, but this is something that Seraphina, this whole entire nursery is something that Seraphina will be cleaning today right after we're done with the live stream. I'm going to get some more information about stuff to you guys. All right, so I'm Victoria. I'm the intern director here at Sonoma County Wildlife Rescue. And you can apply on our website. It's at scwildliferescue.org. And if you search under volunteers, you will see the internship stuff. We are taking applications for fall until tomorrow, July 31st at midnight. So if you want to try to be a part of this wonderful experience, make sure you get the application in at midnight. If you look over our website at scwildliferescue.org and you're kind of confused about the job description, you can email me at intern@scwildliferescue.org. And thank you guys so much for joining us today. We got a lot of work ahead of us, so we're going to take off. Thank you guys so much. All right.
Thank you.